Hey everyone, welcome back. Let's do a quick teardown and first look at the LocoSkates. There's not really any videos online at the moment showing these in detail. They've just showed them at Winter Clash, so we're going to do a bit of a deeper dive on them. We'll also address some questions, maybe that elephant in the room that a few people are talking about, and yeah, let's just start out by talking about who Echo are. So quickly, they're a UK company, but it's like part of an umbrella company called Stateside, and they make lots of kind of reasonably priced action sports products. So you'll see like enough skateboards, SFR recreational skates, Rio roller quad skates, and junior skates, and scooter stuff as well. They're across all markets in action sports, and they're making reasonably priced stuff. And this also slots into that area as well. It's a £200 skate. So yeah, they've kind of got the ability to get them into kind of bigger shops maybe as well, and kind of they've got good distribution worldwide. They distribute their own product, so they manufacture and distribute their own product stateside, which is why they can achieve pretty good prices for these intermediate products. So let's just start. Let's just do the elephant in the room. So when they first sent me the skates, my knee-jerk reaction, or I should say, when they first sent me the images of the skates, my knee-jerk reaction was that they looked very much like them skates. And I'll let you guys kind of judge on this because I'm starting to like question myself a little bit. But I thought the design language was very, very similar, and I did say to them that I thought that it was a bit too close to them skates. But then when I saw people who'd seen them at Winter Clash, we weren't at Winter Clash, so I didn't see them in person. But I saw the comments online, and I didn't see many people really mentioning that, and I thought maybe more people would touch on it. Um, so I kind of am questioning myself as to whether I'm overthinking it. I mean, they definitely do have cues from the Vemskate. There's no doubt about that. But maybe it's not quite as bad as I thought. I don't know. I'm not sure. Comment. I don't know what I think anymore. I know that if I was John Julio, I definitely wouldn't be happy with the kind of the straight line here and then the wavy design language. Again, let's straight line, wavy design language. It does look similar. I think it doesn't help that when they sent me the prototype images, their prototype were in this like brown color, and it looked identical to the them Ridder skate. So obviously that just triggered something in my mind immediately as well. That just thought, well, wow, it's brown as well, and this is quite an iconic them skate. I think this is one that was one of the better sellers. I mean, that said, that skate is obviously taking cues from the Solomon ST9 or 8 or whichever one it was. Um, but I think they're pretty open about that. So I guess what it comes down to is how open you're being about the ideas that you're using. It opens up a whole conversation, doesn't it? I mean, Lawrence, when he released Standard, he openly said that it's called the Omni because Omni means lots of different parts, and he'd like taken all the best ideas that he thought were the best ideas from other skates that he loved and put it into one skate. But it doesn't look like any other skate. He's made it his own, so I think that could be the key difference. But he still said it. He said, and the same for us. We're making the Loco boot, and I mean, the first thing we did when we started designing the sole frame was looked at every other sole frame on the market. Obviously, we're just going to look at what we think works and what's tried and tested. But you tell me in the comments, is it just is it because it just looks so similar and they could have changed it a little bit, even if they did like take cues from other skates or other products on the market? You tell me, am I overthinking that? I'm guessing this is going to split opinions. But yeah, if I was John Julio, I'd probably be I'd feel a little bit funky about that. I don't know. Anyway, they've got, I mean, sticking with the design language of it, they've got, this is quite unique, like this kind of, the way this line looks on the boot. I've not seen any boot, it like kind of peeks out, like this. And I think the inside of the boot actually looks better than the outside. I like the lines there. By the way, this color that they sent me, um, I did tell him. So there's one guy who I speak to at Stateside who, he's part of the kind of development team of this, but it's a few people working on it. They're quite a big company, so he didn't design it as such, but he's been working on it. But I said to him, as soon as they showed me this color, I kind of went, well, that's bananas. Like, no one's going to buy it. I mean, I guess it's just a matter of opinion, isn't it? Who am I to say if you should like green and purple or not? But I think as a marketing or a sales choice, I don't think it's going to sell very well. But they're convinced that like there'll be an audience for that. So let's see. I should put a bet on it. Still, there is a graphite, like a grey version, and a off-white version of these. And personally, I think the grey one, it's like a dark grey. I think it looks really good in that color. And the off-white is, yes, that's for people wanting a lighter skate as well. So, and that one looks good. And those are definitely going to be the ones that sell more. So it's a no from me for the green and purple. But like I say, who am I to judge your taste in color? What else can we talk about? So, oh yeah, the main thing I really wanted to talk about with these was the hardware they're using. It's actually pretty cool. Right, I've broken down a set here. So they've got this kind of bridge hardware that's in a cross shape like this. It's a really good idea. So obviously those 4 holes, I'll film this separately, but those 4 holes are holding on the sole kit at the front and the back. Is one at the front, one at the back. And yeah, it's like so I know we mentioned in the standard video that we thought the standard mounting was really good because it included 2 sole kit bolts and the UFS like mounting bolt in one piece of bridge hardware. And we talked about how great that was. A lot of people commented and said that Adapt did that first. So yeah, shout out to Adapt. Sorry for like misrepresenting your innovations or whatever. But yeah, this one is slightly different because it hasn't got the UFS bolt in the middle. I thought it was going to. I thought the mount was going to be like a plate inside the boot. But actually, they're doing what Voses do, and there's a little square plate that goes in there. The frames, screw into that, bolt into that, and then the sole kit just bolts onto the boot, which is using this hardware. I think that's good. I feel a bit nervous when the frames are attached to the sole kit and then the whole thing is bolted with little tiny bolts onto the boot. And this makes me feel a lot more confident about that mount because of the crisscross. Like those mounting plates just look really solid. I think that's a really really cool innovation. And the other thing that's cool in these, and I have to get the camera in here and just show it. I'll put it up on screen. But these cuffs, they have an adjustment in height in a way that I've never seen before. I know we've seen brands that have like rocker washers that you can flip upside down, that sort of thing, to change the position of the cuff. But this has got like a 3-step cuff adjustment. So it's set to lowest at the moment, and then you can set it higher. And I've not seen one like that before. It's really good. At the moment, the cuff actually rattles, but they have assured me that is like just a pre-production issue, and that will be sorted in the final one. What else? Oh yeah, the bottom of the skate looks like that. It's a slight raised heel, and the sole kit, yeah, looks like that. Slight raised heel. Shape of the sole kit's like this. I like how it comes out far at the back and the front. I like sole kits like that. Just need all the help I can get these days. And 40 millimeters in size for that sole kit, which is about the same as like an Aeon or a Standard or a Sway or those sorts of skates. A lot of people doing a 40 millimeter width sole. Frames. I've heard people say that they look a lot like Create Original frames. I think there's enough difference there. I don't think they're super like Create Originals. I mean, there's only so many ways you can design a frame, I suppose. Look decent to me. They've got anti-rocker. I think that groove is like, I don't know, I think it is quite deep, so it probably is suited to anti-rocker, especially for like entry level market that they're going for. This is £200, this skate, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that already. It's a £200 skate. So yeah, entry-level market, anti-rocker wheels, which say this, life, and the next. And a 60mm 90A wheel on the outside. It's got like an elliptical round profile. They look really cool. It's kind of matte finish to them. We'll have to see whether that means it kind of looks slightly different. It's slightly less like glossy than the wheel that's on the Vim skate. We'll see how that goes when we skate them in a few days. So yeah, maybe we'll do a second video after we've skated them. But the wheels look good overall. And then the next one, and another little bit of a contentious point, and again, you have to tell me if I'm being overly harsh here, but it looks a lot like a second skin liner. I do feel like someone in their like R&D department did just kind of look at a second skin line and go like, yeah, do it like that, you know. It's got this bit on the back, the second skin line has got. I'm gonna call him and ask him about that because it doesn't feel stiff enough to like add extra stiffness, and it doesn't really come far enough around to add extra stiffness. So trying to think like maybe they're going to tell me it's for another reason, to fill out volume or something. I'm not entirely sure. One feature they have got on the liner, which is really cool. I really liked this actually. This is a removable patch on the liner, so that if your boot is rubbing your liner in a certain spot, it might like differ for various people and I suppose various sizes. And you know, if you're finding you're getting a certain rub on a liner, you can move that patch to the place where it's rubbing on a liner. That's a really cool idea. I love that. Shock absorber, very soft shock absorber. It's just like foam. But again, it's a £200 skate. It feels squidgy. It's quite thin. It velcros on, but yeah, it is it's a shock absorber. It's good. I think a lot of people will change parts as well, won't they? So I mean, a lot of you guys watching this video are the type of people to like change loads of bits out. And shock absorber would probably be the first one I would like try and customize for my own taste, and my insole. Speaking of which, the insole, it's just a foamy insole, simple. I do have to say, this liner feels really good, and I did try it on. By the way, these skates are a size 9.5. They're pretty big. They sent the big size, and I'm waiting for them to send a smaller size. Hopefully, they'll send those grey ones. But yeah, the liners feel really, really good actually. I'm really impressed with those, especially on a £200 skate. That seems like line is such a big thing on a skate. It makes so much difference. I mean, that's the one thing, between your foot and the boot that's going to make a difference to how they feel. A lot of the other stuff, like it can be down to placebo, I think. So really good. Really like them, even if they are a bit similar to those second skins, maybe. They're a bit fatter at the top than the second skins, actually. It's not exactly like it. So yeah. What else? Let's weigh them. So I'm going to weigh them against them skate as well, just to see. So this is saying 2,086 grams, and then a them skate is 2,046 grams. 40 grams different. It's negligible. I have to say though, the Vem skate has got the flat setup of wheels in it, whereas this has got anti-rocker wheels. So the Vem skate, yeah, will be a little bit lighter. Maybe call it, 50 to 100 grams lighter, which is like such a small amount that I just don't think you'd notice any difference. Yeah, I think like overall, it is what it is in its segment in the market. I think it's a really good skate for £200. I think that it doesn't compete with them skates. It's in a different segment of the market. You can feel the Vem skate. It feels like a bit more. It just in the hand it feels better. Like the finish is a bit better. It's got like the quality parts on it. It's got the look. It's got the style and everything. So I don't think it's necessarily like a complete competitor to that. I think it's definitely more aimed at the kind of wider audience, less of the core audience maybe. But it will definitely skate well, and because like the materials look good quality. Like it's solid as hell. There's nothing, there's no issue at all on that side of things. So yeah, if you want a skate that's going to skate well at 200 quid, then yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's going to be a pretty decent skate. Let's skate it in a few days and like yeah, come back with a little bit more information. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how they skate in a few days once I've got a skate that's my size. So yeah, that's it. That's all we've got for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.